Oh, hello there. Hello. Hello. What day is it? Happy
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes, there we go.
Post birthday.
Ooh, got to put the proper glasses on. Extra eyesight. Eyesight level 10 plus. Oh, thank you, Gorav. That's exactly what I do, Paul. Yeah. If someone like tells me to hurry up or chases me, there's like an internal time penalty where I deliberately take longer. And then if they pass like three strikes, it's like no, no bueno, nothing's happening. Oh, funny. How's everyone doing? I feel like it's been forever. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
it's too far away to show anything. It's a party popper.
Poppy's got a party popper. Bloody kids set one of those off earlier. I was having a few games of Battlefield 6, and suddenly Leo walks in the room, bang, with the party popper, and it's like, jeez, kid. I got people shooting at me already. Don't leave my son setting off party poppers. Right, let's open some stuff up. We've got a busy one today. Hey, Nick, how's it going? You can't see anything. That could be me. Is my cursor moving? There we go. You should be able to see my cursor. Tra la 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 la. There we go. No tech issues yet. I'm just opening a bunch of massive files. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do kind of similar to what we did the other day, last week, whenever it was, where we did an infographic for the logo design process. A few people said about doing a photo manipulation one, which is a flipping excellent idea. So what we're going to do, hopefully, is do a photo manipulation infographic. So this is like the process, the repeatable formula, if you like, that I use for a lot of my work. So we're going to get it down into like a blueprint. But we're going to make it more, I don't want to say creative, but photo manipulation-y. So it makes more sense to do this one in Photoshop. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. Hopefully. So let's bring up Photoshop. I'm going to check you can see it just in case I cock something up. We're doing an infographic. So this is my entry from technically my own competition, the Monster Ski one we did recently. Still not 100% on the fire. I'm not sure about that. Poppy likes it. I don't know. Something looks weird. But, oh, hang on. I know what it is. Did I put blur on it? Anyway, so I saved all of the different processes or parts of the process. So what's this one here? This is like composing everything, balancing stuff, shadows. Oh, that was really kind of honing in the concept, and you can sort of see going through the different stages what actually happened and how it kind of transformed. So I think this is a good example. Basically, I kind of want to have like a really solid example to show the different steps that you do. And yeah, I think this is a good example. If I go back to number one, have I got, yeah, okay. So this has had the stuff color balanced and everything. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good example. All the stuff kind of stays in the same place. So what I've got to do is just kind of go through and map out the entire process. So first of all, let's make our new document. I think we're going to stick with A4 landscape for consistency. We'll keep it through RGB just so we get nice punchy colors. And we'll save it as infographic.psd. There we go. I'm very well, thank you. I'm good, thank you. I'm recovering from eating way too much food over my birthday. I have been truly spoilt. And I had some very lovely presents from Kea and Andrea as well. So thank you again. That was amazing. That made my day. Oh, that is interesting. Whiskey and Sprite. That is. Oh, you can't even hear me. She can't even hear me. Oh, nothing. I was just saying, whiskey and Sprite is an interesting combination.
Is it?
Yeah.
Google said it was good.
It's different. Oh, I've left my coffee in the flipping microwave.
You want to use the voucher?
Service! How do I get some service here?
Have you talked about your vouchers?
No, not yet. I've got to get my brain working first. I've got a pickle and a little wobbly man. We'll get there.
Fine, I'll get you your coffee.
Please. Service. I need a bell. Ding-a-ling.
No, you do not.
I do. I 100% need a bell. Sprite and ketchup.
Is that the time you warmed up this coffee?
It might be. Afif just said Sprite and ketchup. Sprite and ketchup. Poppy said, ugh, no.
Here you go, my lord.
Thank you, my lady. Under his eye. Blessed be the fruit. Right, what am I doing? I need some music. I gotta get some music on the go.
I swear this light is oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, there's a glass there. That glass is so getting smashed. Right, let's get some tunes on. Let's get some tunes on. We got a lot to do. Ooh, dubstep gutter. I've not been on this channel for a long time. I've not listened to dubstep in quite a while, actually.
Any snacks left? Quite a few have gone.
Right. So first of all, we need to map out the different steps. So quick refresher on the process for photo manipulation. KO, yeah. Da-da-da. All right. For anyone interested in photo manipulation, what we're going to cover in the next like 2 minutes is going to change the game for you. This process is absolute gold. If I do say so myself, if I can say that without sounding like an ass. Honestly, when I sort of started doing it naturally, and it's just kind of taken shape, and it's just become this repeatable thing that I do with pretty much most projects. So first up, compose the scene, then you balance exposure, balance color. Some of you are like, oh my god, really, again, is he going to do this? This bit's shadows and highlights, but I might change this today because right, what other stuff? So the first four, this is kind of a constant. That's the sort of solid start. So I'm going to need to separate that visually. That's like the core. Do this on everything. Everything that comes after is going to be slightly different depending on what you're trying to create. Oh yeah, I do. I haven't even shared the flipping sale, have I? Hang on, let me just share that. Or I'll get in trouble with myself. I'll pin it at the top, actually. Oh yeah, by the way, I should probably mention as well, I've done a terrible job marketing the courses lately, but all the stuff we're going to cover in this video, basic photo manipulation, advanced, multiple projects, walkthroughs, all that stuff is in my Photoshop courses. So if you want advanced photo manipulation, the Photoshop Masterclass is the one. If you're new, then the first class, or you just get them both together and save some money. Right. Let's pin this at the top of the chat. Uh-huh.
I just spilled juice all over
Pin
me.
message. There we go. Yeah, so if you do want to give one of those a go, just make sure you do enter that code. Otherwise, you won't save the 30% off. But this is cool music. Right. Lighting and atmosphere. Oh, right. What other stuff? I normally write all this down in my process. So what other stuff? We've got brushes and particles. So lighting and atmosphere, that's like fog, mist. I guess something else could be depth of field. I always play around with that. So that's like blurring things and pulling focus onto certain points. And then at the end, I always end up with a camera raw filter, but that's specific to Photoshop. So this process can be done in Affinity. So I'm going to change that to something like clarity and sharpen, because you can do that in both apps and it gives the same result. All right, I probably missed something there. I don't want to miss anything off because I got to get this right. So, shadows. We've done lighting, covered highlights. Depth of field, we'll kind of play around with the foreground stuff as well. I mean, could you put effects? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Andrea. I need this in my life right now. The great thing about this is, if you're interested in photo manipulation, you're probably closer than you realize. It's just making a few tweaks to the process and the tools you're using. Yeah, it's exciting. That's why it's exciting teaching this stuff. Right. I'm going to change it and put these two together, because the shadows do a really good job of being like forming part of the compositing. But, oh God, sorry, an ad just popped up. So go away. Oh, cat food, great. Let me go and buy some cat food now. So yeah, the shadows, as you'll see in a minute, the shadows are very important. But then when you come to do lighting and highlights, they are kind of relevant. So it makes sense to pair them together, you know, because you can add your shadows and your highlights together. But if you've not defined lighting and put lights in certain places, how can you put highlights on the subject, for example? So the lighting and the highlights kind of make sense to put them together. Brushes and particles. How do I define this? So this is kind of like fog. Brushes. Brushes are a secret weapon. Like, honestly, if you don't use brushes, you've got to check them out. So what sort of other things what do I stamp in with brushes? I mean, it could be texture if you want, but if we're going for like compositing specifically, what stuff do I stamp in? Have I got any brushes that I used here? In fact, I think I did use a few texture brushes. Yeah, shadows are a big one. There is a really important step that I need to mention, actually, refining the details. It's probably the most important step in the entire process. Do you have any advice on getting perspective right when compositing a scene? That's an issue sometimes, and things don't always look right. Yeah, so when you're composing the scene and working with something like perspective, you want to nail that around here. You definitely don't want to go further without getting the perspective right. That's a really good question, actually. Yeah, I think sometimes if something feels off when you're looking at it at that first stage, then trust that instinct that something looks visually a little bit off. It could be the angle of the image in the background don't quite match up. So you want to get that right before going ahead. Perspective, I would look at... I would look at photos or other artwork. I mean, that stuff's good anyway for inspiration. But even just looking at other compositions, whether it's photo manipulation or photography or whatever, depending on what you're going for, looking at other artists or photographers' work could help with composition. Yeah, it's tricky because with perspective, I think I've sort of over time come to just rely on my eye to know if something feels off. So it's tricky, but yeah, I've definitely composed scenes before and done loads of work and then got to this point and gone, something's wrong here, something feels off, and then you kind of have to go back and... Yeah, you are, Kaya. I think, yeah, everyone else does a much better job at marketing. Hey, Eli, how's it going? Is that everything? Why do I feel like there's something missing? I'm gonna... Oh, I don't know actually if there's a better example. Hang on. This is gonna look like a promotion, but it's not. It's not, honestly. Just making sure I've got the right. Actually, this could be quite a good segue into a subtle promotion, but where is it? This one. All right, composing the scene, balancing color and exposure, drawing stuff. Actually, that might be quite a good one to include. Drawing stuff, because that can include hair. That's... Yeah, so there was a purpose to that. It's not just promotion. Drawing things. So yeah, I was thinking of this one. I was not that. That's cool. Oh, that is a cool one. I was thinking of using maybe this, because this one sticks quite closely to the outline here. Do I draw things in this? I do, yeah. I draw the earrings and the nose ring. Depth of field, refining details. I might use this one for the example, actually. I think this is a better example. Sorry, I should have planned this beforehand. Yeah, this one's cool. I think the other one's a good example because it only uses 2 images as well, whereas this one uses a lot. So I'm just going to grab those files, and I need a visual of every kind of step in the process. And I'm pretty sure I've got all that. I'm very disorganized in general life, but I think for the course, everything is nicely filed away and numbered and named. Right, so we'll call it Vampire. Yeah, this could be cool. I might have to go through the design and sort of walk backwards a little bit. Oh, why's my ear so itchy? I got crazy ear itch today. Right, let's close all these. Oh, flipping heck, close that one down now. Oh, for goodness sake, Dan, what you doing? Close your files down, you plonker. Let's have a look. Let's try this one. Right, so we've got the original. So I probably need to stack these up to match the process. So what do we got? Compose the scene. All right, that's pretty straightforward. We've positioned and composed the subject. In fact, there is the original subject as well. So we'll pop that one in, showing the start. And we've got the background as well. So those are the kind of two images. Then we're going to have to... Okay, that's the final design. So we can start there. So that's final, original images. This one here is compose. Hey, Carl. How you doing? How are you doing? Right, particles and lighting. Yeah, so we've got loads of stuff there. So what we got to do is... Oh, yes, look at this. Organized everything nicely. Well done, Dan. Have a biscuit. I don't need blood splatters. Lots of stuff here. And then in the smart object, we've probably got loads of stuff as well. A tattoo. Right, so the first thing I need to do is balancing the exposure. So that is the original image with the original hair. So we need that. And I've stacked this over multiple layers here. This was a much earlier piece before I'd kind of finally nailed down this formula. So as you can see, I've got like 1,000 curves layers. So we're going to have to try and turn these on and off to get the desired result, I think. So if I were to do this again, in fact, I think this is the original design before doing it. Yeah, so when I actually, if I were to open the course files, I don't use like 1,000 curves layers. It's a bit more streamlined. Balance the exposure. I think it's that. I think that's the, let's turn on my black and white layer. This is a really good way to check your exposure. Just get rid of the color. We can check, yeah. Yeah, so you see here, like the dress, it's black, but the black on the dress doesn't quite match the black over here. That's because there's an imbalance. So if I turn on these two, you see now they're both slightly more balanced. So the dress just kind of goes a little bit darker. That's more shadows. Yeah, so we'll leave that one. So I think that's exposure. It is subtle, but it does make a difference. Some designs will be more pronounced. Right. The next one is color. So where did I change color? Any of these change color? Oh, this was so excessive. There's so many flipping layers. Is it this one? Oh, I darkened the background as well here. Right, where did you balance the color, Dan, you flipping plonker? Or maybe this one didn't actually need much color balancing. Hey, Christopher. Okay, right. What I might have to do for the purpose of the infographic, to show the balancing of color, I might have to artificially cool the image down. No, not color lookup. Right, we'll do a photo filter. Let's just do a cooling filter. We'll pick a cooling one. Yeah, this one's not the best example because the image was quite warm in the skin tones anyway, but visually I got to show this, so... Yeah, so... We'll start... Maybe with something like this. All right. Right, let's do that again. Compose. Oh, I love the result. It looks so cool. Right. I've got to now bring that to the original. Oh, this is so complicated. Okay. Right, let's... Got to turn all this off. Right, this should work in theory. So we've just cooled the image a little bit. Yeah, because that image is quite warm anyway. Oh, it looks a bit weird though. How else can we do this? Right, that's going to have to be a normal select subject. Oh my goodness, just trying to remember all this is like making my brain melt. Okay, so that, yeah, we start with an instant select subject. As you can see, it's not perfect, but that's good because that's what you do get. Right. I got an idea. What we could do to the subject layer is we could desaturate her a little bit. Maybe we'll try that. So we'll go -25. We just need to visually show a shift in color so someone looking at the infographic goes, oh, I see what this step represents. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Racco, how's it going? It is following you indeed. There's no escape. Okay, right, let's just get past these first few. So, original image. There we go. We got our original images, and then we're going to compose them together so that we have the image in the background. That's the composition. Right. Now, we've got to turn off the blur. And then we can do our balancing exposure, which involves darkening the background a bit, adjusting that. I'm going to overdo. Oh my god, shut up, Walton Goggins. It's bloody flipping ad play. All right. So we're just going to overdo this one a little bit, over exaggerate it, so it's visually a bit easier to understand. So this should look distinctly different. Yeah, there we go. Right, so that's balancing exposure. They're going to be quite small as well in the infographics, so we probably need to account for that as well. Now we're going to change the color slightly. So we could do that. We could probably even add a color balance layer. I think this image was kind of the right sort of temperature. Normally I would have one, but it was pretty good. There's a bit more cyan in the shadows. You can see around the darker areas. So we're going to go to the shadows and just adjust the cyan a little bit. And let's go to the highlights. A little bit of red. Ah, so it makes a subtle difference, but it's not like a massive difference. So I need it to look more visually noticeable without screwing it up. There we go. Hopefully that's enough of a change. I've kind of overdone it there, but when you're looking at it at this sort of size, you should be able to see a shift. Okay. All right, what's next on the list? Shadows. This is going to be very easy to see. All right, so let's actually get rid of that because it doesn't actually exist in the final one. And she's a vampire as well, so we do actually end up desaturating a lot of that warmth anyway. Now the shadows in this one were extreme and multi-layered. There's a lot of shadows. That one layer just goes full dark everything. That photo filter can go. So we've got these three here. So I think that's good. That's good as well. That helps. Yeah. So I think that might be enough for the shadow layer. Something like that. Shadows. Yeah, so you can see the difference. Cool. I did go quite extreme with the shadows in the end, but we'll circle back round to that one. Shadows. Lighting and highlights. Right, this one shouldn't be too difficult. Right, so lighting is going to be that. You can see that pretty easily. We'll come back to the hair in a minute, because that's that's its own beast. Lighting. This is lighting on her. Although I think at this point I've got to go into the subject, because there's a bunch of stuff that... Do I need to turn on? No. Oh, is it one of... Why did I make her black and white? We're just setting up the images at the minute. Hey, Kerry. What you been hiding, man? Kerry. Ba-da-da. Yeah, so I think for that, that's going to be... Yeah, there we go. Lighting. And highlights.
Aww. Alright. Dan,
Hello.
check the chat.
There's the chat. Oh, thank you, Gorav. Thank you for the 200. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you legend. I appreciate that. What's the currency? I don't recognize the symbol. Lighting and highlights. Right, brushes. Brushes. Did I use... I did particles in this. We're going to have to overdo the particles. So we'll overdo them. Indian rupees. Oh, cool. There you go. You learn something every day. Oh, yeah, I can kind of see the R. I gotcha. Oh, thank you. Right, so we've overdone the particles. Brushes. Do I do anything else? Actually, I think we need to do that. Get those highlights in there as well for that one. Right. Brushes. Is there more than just particles, or is it literally just that's it? Oh, actually, no, I know what else I can include in this section. Or is that more drawing? You got the tattoo that's kind of blended. Where would you put that, actually? The blending bit? Drawing things, maybe? No, maybe refining the details. Maybe that'll go in there. So we'll leave tattoo for a minute. So that is going to be... Where have you gone? Particles. And then what else comes next? Oops. Brushes. All right, we're nearly there. Drawing things. Okay, so this should be pretty straightforward. Because I drew some details here. So we got a nose ring and a couple of earrings. We drew some hair as well. Is that all the hair, or did I do more? We did more highlights. Did I draw? Oh yeah, there we go. The shadows for the nose ring and stuff. So they now go in there. In fact, I think that shadow looks a little bit black. I'm just going to try and boost the reds a bit more so it kind of matches the skin tone. Yeah, there we go. Right, so that would be drawing things. I don't think I drew anything else in this. Drawing things. And depth of field, refining clarity. Right. Depth of field. Where's that? That is background. Yeah, that looks quite good actually. There we go. Just turn that on. Group, depth of field. Okay, that does look distinctly different. That's cool. Right, next, refining the details. This is a nice easy one because I can just hopefully turn some of this on. In fact, I wonder actually if I've got... This is kind of the process as well. I wonder... Yeah, maybe that one would be a good... Oh no, she's got no nose ring. That one's the nose ring. Oh, I deleted the blood splats, didn't I? But then I kept them off the final one. Yeah, that would be the good one. You see, this is the most transformative part of the entire process. Boosh. Maybe that gets made bigger in the infographic because it is so important. That is where like the magic happens. The magic. And then last but not least, we've got the camera raw filter. Refining the details. Right, I think actually that does some other stuff beyond just sharpening. So I feel like the color shift should be... Yeah, so you've got like the teeth made more vampire-y, the highlights refined, the eyes are now a bit more sort of undead-like, the tattoo's been added. That's all just refining the details. So if I duplicate that, that's the final version. This one... Maybe I can go in here. I think I made some changes actually. Yeah, texture clarity. What else did I change? I changed something. Is it calibration? What the hell did I change to get those colors, like the blue tones? Curves? Ah, yeah, there you go. Ah, that was it. So just this bit here, you can see it kind of boosts the blue. So it was a bit warmer and just lifted it up and it boosted the blue in the background. So you get the whole kind of, you know, blue and orangey yellow. Those sort of warm and cool colors together just look flipping awesome. So yeah, that sort of little bit of magic there happened in the curves. So what I need to do is go into this, turn off all the texture, clarity, grain, and the sharpening. And just make the whole thing look softer. Yeah, there we go. Paste that in. So that is refining the details. And the last one is that I'm going to overdo the sharpening as well, so it visually looks different. Curves are pretty powerful, yeah. You can do quite a lot with the exposure, but also you can do some color work in curves as well. Right, so let's boost all of this so it looks even more dramatic. Super sharpening, there we go. And that is it. That is our entire process. So we should be able to collapse this down now. So we've got the original images, compose the scene, do your exposure, your color, your shadows, lighting and highlights, your brushes, draw things, blur, refine everything, like seriously the most important part, and then that's what you get. So it's quite a jump going from that to that, but that is often what happens in the process. Not this particular one. I did a lot more shadowing quite early on. So I think that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, sorry, we'll ignore the original images. Right, so, oh nice, that's good. It's a 10-step process. Oh, that sounds nice as well. 10 steps, a nice round number. Right, can I export all of these groups? Oh, where is it? Layers to files. That's going to be layers, isn't it? Unless... if we smart object everything. Actually, we could probably just drop these into the document. Although it's going to be flipping massive with all these smart objects. Right. And then original images. We might need those. We'll chuck them in just in case. All right, let's close you down. Close you down. And close you. Right. Finally. Finally, we've got the entire process mapped out. So Now we've just got to lay the whole thing out. So we've got the 10 steps. Clearly going to have to be a lot smaller. Right. I don't know as well if I need to zoom in on the image. I think I might need to zoom into different parts because it's quite hard to show the drawing of the nose ring, for example. So we might have to do that. There we go. I mean, 10 does stack as well quite nicely. 5 columns, 2 rows. So we could try and organize this to some extent. Line it up, space it apart. And we'll space you, select them. And we've got to include some space as well to actually explain each step. Now, where's my other infographic? Because I've got my style and I need to maintain some sort of consistency. They do, Raquel, that is true. So hopefully we can contain this in a PSD. They're smart objects, but they've not got many layers. So I'm hoping that I'll be all right. So this is the infographic from the other day. Oh, how are we going to do this, though? I feel like we've got to do something sort of similar. Obviously not the same. So we're going to paste the text in as layers. And we'll paste in the logo. The photo manipulation process. Doesn't have to be the same, but yeah, maybe we keep the words the same size. Or we bump up the word photo. That could be kind of cool, actually. The photo manipulation process. Now I've got to try and get these out of the way. And we've got to adjust the size of it. So whereas before, like with the last infographic, we sketched it more. This one is... what is it? A bit more visual. Like it is less information and more visually led. Now, because I'm going to zoom in on different parts... What's that one? That's exposure. I want to see your Stranger Things thing, Raquel. How's it going? Is it coming along all right? Right. What about the original? Did we get that in there as well? I feel like... Oh, actually, yeah, hang on. I missed a step out. Cut the blimmin' things out. Totally missed a step out. So those are the original images. Well, that is one of them. Cut the damn things out. am I going to show this then? So that can be hallway. And this one can be subject. So I think what we'll do is we'll do a select subject here. Yeah, this one's going to be a bit less structured, I think, which is kind of cool because we can be a bit more creative now. So here, what I could do is maybe I offset them like this to show that they're separate images, and maybe I could outline this and just show that it's cut out. So these are the two images. We could maybe like angle it or something. So these are the images. And we'll make that smaller because I want that to be less important. This one is the most important. That's the refining stage. So that's going to be the biggest. The title is going to have to come down because it's too loud. So you go nice and small. Let's try and make it comparatively similar. And logo, that can go up. Group it together, center it, title. And then we hopefully should be able to Tetris some of this around. What was that one? What's this? Compose. Right, I know what I've got to do. I know what I've got to do. Bring the mask, or get rid of the mask. There we go. So I need to show that these are separate images. There we go, that's better. Okay, that makes sense. So there's your exposure, that's your color, that's your shadows, that's your lighting and highlights. That's your refiny fine. So I guess we could try and make these, if we make them all just a tiny bit smaller. Because it's going to be a PDF, but people will be able to zoom in. And do we need some sort of margins? Probably. Guides, a new guide layout. We're not going to do columns. Because otherwise it would just be too structured. But we could do a margin of like 70. What was the margin on the other one actually? What did I do? 9mm. What's that in pixels? 28. That doesn't look like 28. I think you're lying. That's definitely not 28. 9.9mm. Yeah, that looks a bit better. All right, let's just go for 10mm. That's probably a bit easier, isn't it? There we go. Keep it simple. Oh crap! What are these guides? Let's get rid of them. Yeah, there we go. Columns, rows, no gutter. Just so we've got like a crosshair in the middle so we can kind of centrally align stuff. Okay, good. Right. I also need to show the top part here is probably the most important part. This is kind of cool actually. This top section relates to pretty much every piece that I do. Like pretty much most pieces, unless I don't need to balance something because it just magically looks all right. That is applies to everything. This is unique to the project. So I wonder if there's a way to separate them. And also, how am I going to zigzag the process as well? Because I want them to follow in a line. So how do I make that happen? You need a billboard for this one. Yeah, tell me about it. Because in the other one, I had more processes or more steps to be able to continue the route. But what if we went down? Could we snake like that? Yeah, so let's align that there anyway. We'll see if we can like get a little bit of structure in. Maybe they should all be the same size. How do I just go from there to there, though? That's the thing. Unless you just follow round. I don't know. Oh, actually, I've just had an idea. So, final one over there. You go over there. You. So, you're effectively step 6, 7, blah, blah, blah. Big one can go here, and we could try and fit that there, and then you can slot there as this is the final step. So I could put start and end. So we kind of go round in like a horseshoe sort of shape. That could work. And then this is, what's this? Lighting. So the size for that is 10.5. So if we do that for this one, 10.5, this kind of marks the end of the first part of the process. So that is kind of significant. And then we move on to the next part of the process. And then we have another big one here. Don't worry, this title can go down. I mean, we could always nudge that up if I need to. Yeah, maybe something like that. So it kind of all fits. This one should be the same size, actually. So let's go back. Once we nail this, we'll be able to actually just start creating the designy side of it, which will be fun. Right, there we go. So these are our two separate images. So we can kind of do something like that. Just show they're separate. These images can be a tiny bit smaller. Just so this one here isn't colliding with anything, and this one here can go up there. Now I've got to space them evenly like this. And this. So that looks pretty good. I've got a bit of space to play around with here. What are we doing for the background as well? Are we going to go maybe dark, like a nice dark mode or something? We could do something tasty, I think. We'll leave it grey for now. And yeah, that looks pretty good. We could push them out a little bit. just try and get the space between each one and the margins a bit more consistent. Oops, one more. Can always make some new guides. There we go. Da, da, da. Nice, there we go. So the margins around the edge and the space between them all look a bit more consistent. Boop, boop, and if we just go to guides, we'll go clear guides and we'll just remake them. So new guide layout. Oh, what is the value? It's going to be, is it 70 mil? No, it's going to be less, isn't it? 40 mil. 30 mil. I'm looking at the wrong thing. 70 mil. I got an idea. We'll make this a little bit simpler. We'll get rid of all that and we'll just drag some guides and just snap it to the content manually. That's probably a bit quicker and easier, rather than doing pixel conversions to mil to blah, 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 blah. Right. Cool. There we go. Now we need to get the text in. So we're going to try and be consistent if we can. Paste it in as layers, just so we've got editable text. This isn't going to stand out though. So how are we doing this? Probably white. That's probably going to be the easiest thing. It's probably good that this is quite a simple graphic as well. It's quite a simple graphic and it's quite dark. So we can actually put a lot of this text. Does it sit over it? We're going to need some sort of box, I think, aren't we? Now, these boxes are very linear in their style, with a corner radius of something. No, not A. That's not the corner radius. It is 2.718 mil. So if I make a box, change the corner radius to 2.7, which is, well, let's just go for 32 pixels to, oh God, now I've put in a, okay. If you put in a different unit of measurement in Photoshop, it apparently remembers that. That's not right either. 32, right, let's change it to 32. There we go. So now, ooh, we could do something quite sexy with a blur, actually. We could do a really nice blur that would be like a bit more fitting for this. And if I've got some text here, which I will need to change. So let's grab the old GPT. And where's my list? All right, I'll paste that in. This is my photo manipulation process. Need a one-line description for each one. About the significance in the process. Adjustment layer tool to use, etc. Ideally keep all descriptions a similar-ish length. So I'm going to obviously go and refine this and word it myself later on, but this is just going to be good to get some placeholder copy in there that's a bit more relevant. So we're going to have to adjust the font size as well. So this is the compose your scene. Compose the scene. just check the spacing as well. So here, you see the P and the H. Worst case scenario, they crash into each other. So we're just going to bring it down a pinch. We don't want to go any further or they will collide. So we're just kind of accounting for unlucky combinations of letters where like a P and a D would crash into each other. Yeah, we could do. Yeah, maybe caps. I don't know. What did I do on the other one? Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, caps. Consistency. And it could be compose scene, compose the scene. You know, we could just keep it shorter. What's the longest one I'm going to have out of this big old list here? Refining details, depth of field, drawing things. Lighting and highlights, probably. So let's just type that in. Lighting and highlights. Yeah, so we're going to account for this one, which is the longest one. We'll shrink it down. And then that should be our good... Ah, there you go. Look, they're too close now. They're too close. I's and G's are having a party. Let's move them down and give it a bit more space. There we go. Or you could just go uppercase. Uppercase just negates that entire problem completely. Right, there we go. And this is a text box, so it's going to wrap as well, which is cool. Yeah, there we go. Very good, very good. Lighting and highlights. So, right, we've got our sizing, compose scene. It's always good if you're going to be like localizing any text for different languages, but you want to, you know, German is typically like a lot longer than English. So if you localize for the language that's going to have the most words, if you're kind of creating some sort of template or reusable elements, if you cover the kind of worst case scenario, as it were, then, you know, you're covering all of your bases. Right, compose scene. I've got a feeling this might end up looking rather sexy with all this kind of this dark, moody vibe. So we'll just call it description card, and then we're just going to throw this on a few. Change the wording. And we can adjust the size if we need to. So balance. Exposure. Hopefully I've got these in the right place. No, that's color. Compose scene. Right, so that's exposure. What the flipping heck is that's shadows? That's highlights. That's brushes, depth of field, drawing things. Okay, so that's balance, exposure. I swear I'm making this harder than it should be. Work backwards. There we go. Shadows. This one is lighting and highlights. Okay, so this first one's going to have to be cut everything out, isn't it really? So I've made this too small, so we're going to scale it back up. And let's pop it up there. I kind of want to show the original image, so I think I might just have it like that. Or maybe I could do half and half. Actually, yeah, that would be kind of cool. Let's do half and half. In fact, why am I not using my stylus? There we go. This is going to be so much faster. It's me using the trackpad. Right, width. Do. Right, so we've got that one there, and then that one there. We'll invert the mask, and then we're going to just cut this half out. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's change the background actually, because that is going to just confuse everything. So we'll go for like a, I don't know, a light grey for now. So here it's kind of showing the original image, and then we've got the fact that there is something else there as well. Right, cool. And we're going to have to move this down now, which is fine because I want it, ideally, I want to get the title in the center. It's just like a massively OCD thing. So maybe we could pull it down a bit more. God, what's happening? No, why are there scissors selected? Just select the flip and move tool, you monkey. What? What are you doing? What? Right, we're restarting Photoshop. I think it's just being silly. Come on, Photoshop. Anytime now. Right, can I move the group down now, please? Yes, I can. Thank you very much. See, I thought it was me going mad then. Nope. It's just Photoshop trolling me. Okay, that looks a bit more central, so that's cool. Tetris around the other stuff. If the wording is a bit more, like a bit longer, that's fine. I'm going to have to zoom in to different parts, I think, because it's covering the image, which is kind of a problem. And where's the drawing one? Drawing the details. Here. This one I'm going to have to zoom into the face so you can see the earrings that the bits being drawn. That's depth of field, isn't it? Let's go with drawing first, because that is normally what I do. And yeah, there we go. Oh wait, no, I've done that. I haven't done anything. Let's move that around. 89 pixels. There we go. Right, cool. Yeah. So adding the details, then going and adding depth of field. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to zoom into these. So drawing things. Let's go into that smart object and just see how it would look if we did zoom in super close and focus on the drawing aspect. And then I can kind of account for some text covering it here. So save, and it should update those changes. Maybe, actually, let's go even closer. Let's go even closer. We'll focus on the ears instead of trying to show everything. Although, what about the hair as well? No, I think we're going to focus on the hair and the ear. Yeah. So we'll focus on that rather than just kind of having her eye creeping into the shot, which looks very comical. There we go. We'll do something like that. Doo-doo. Spaghetti. God, I've not listened to that in a long time. Right. This one here, this is blur. So again, we'll show some blur a little bit more. And this is going to mix it up a bit as well, so it's not just looking too repetitive visually. So there is a really good showcase for the blur that has been added to the background. Save and close. This one here, what are you? Brushes, right, I know what we're doing there. We're going to focus on, yeah, so here we can show the particles a lot easier, which is good. Oh yeah, so yeah, zooming in will make them look more different. Exactly, yeah. So maybe for this one, so for this, there's a lot of shadows on the back. You can't really see them there. So let's bring that down. Kind of need to move this one out of the way a bit, which is fine. We could push her up a bit as just as she fills the frame a bit more, because there's a lot of shadows on the face and the back as well. The back and the back muscles, shoulder blades, etc. as well. So maybe we push her a little bit further up. Crop off the hair. We don't need that. There ain't no shadows up there. Yeah, there we go. So we can see the shadows. Here, she's kind of hidden. I think kind of want to match this one actually with these two. What did I just do though? Okay, so we're going to have to repeat this across all three. We're going to have to methodically track the steps and then repeat them on all three. So if I go to free transform, we're going to tree transform from the bottom so it goes up. And then we can do that. So we'll do 117%. I should be able to repeat this on the others. Duplicate, free transform, bottom, link, 117. So they should, I flip between them, same position. Yep, cool, nice. Right, free transform, set the registration point. That's where it's going to scale from. So you want it to go up. The bottom middle one is the point you want to use. Nice. So they're just a bit bigger now, so you can kind of, the skin tones are what changed quite a lot with the exposure and color. So now you can just see that a bit clearer. And this one's fine. We could make it the same size, but... Whoops. I'll leave that one as is. This one here. I think for this one, I might crop into like the head and shoulders maybe. Just so it looks a little bit visually different than the final outcome. Oh, maybe that one. Let's try this one actually. Because it doesn't have the blue yet that I did in the final one. What you at, Andrea? What you thinking? No, we're gonna go a bit more. Let's crop off the dress because there's not a lot of interesting stuff happening there. I think it's a lot more interesting up top with the kind of skins and the highlights and the head. A lot of work on the head and the hair here. If anyone interested, this whole process is an entire module in the course. So we do cover all this in the Photoshop Masterclass. And I want to see your version of this, Raquel. You've completed part 1 of your training, which is the drawing the hair and having it realistic. This is really hard because it's adding hair and highlights. It is flipping hard. I find drawing hair hard. But there's a lot you can do to make it easier. Like, I think as well, like we cover hair brushes in the course and techniques for drawing hair. So I think it's just like I used to be awful at it. And so I think once you've at least got hair brushes, so these are the brushes you use, these are the techniques, I think it does then just come down to practice. So at least you ain't got to worry about if you're doing it right or wrong. You know, it's just practice doing it and have reference images that show real hair so you can kind of see how it behaves. Right. How the flipping hell are we going to get the words in here? You've not really factored that in, have you, Dan, you flipping fruitcake? Okay. So that's there. Ooh, let's copy the whole group. I don't know if cutout is 1 word or 2 words. I think it can be both. Is that right? You know how I feel about her. Hey, yes, we'll be doing Affinity tomorrow. In fact, I've set up the stream for Affinity on the other channel. So we're going to be doing logo design in Affinity tomorrow. I saw a logo the other day and let's just say it was questionable. I looked at it and felt that it would benefit from a redesign. This was on the back of a van. I wish I'd taken a picture of the van. Right, what are we doing? Okay. But yeah, we're going to be doing that full process as well, which I'm really excited about because we can do the sketching of the ideas and then the final design all in one app. So it's going to be really fun to go through that whole process and stay in Affinity as well. It's going to be a new challenge. Have I done a logo in Affinity? I think the first thing I did with Affinity Designer 2 was recreate the Affinity Designer logo, and that wasn't too bad. So I think it'll be all right. Oh yeah, yeah, we'll be doing a logo one, and I'm looking. I saw the logo and I was just like, that needs a redesign. So it's always fun. Hopefully, if I can pull something off, it's always fun to see the before and the after and look at that crazy comparison. Right, I think this is going to get the dark mode treatment. So we're going to add maybe a gradient. I don't know. We'll throw one in for now. We'll sample the colors, same color, and then we just go. You're not going to sample? No, fine. Screw you. Oh, there we go. Right. Dither. Change the angle. 45 is always nice. Yeah, this could look quite tasty. I'm just trying to think of all the creative things we could do. Maybe you could make the text. Oh, I've got to have the numbers as well. So we're going to need numbers in there. Let's get this in here. We could be a little bit more creative. I don't want to be too formulaic and boring. Otherwise, it's just a bit samey. Right. That. Oh. I was thinking about like blurring the number. Could we put the number in the corner? Well, I mean, whatever we do, we're going to have to add some shadows to this because the whole thing is in Photoshop. So it needs a Photoshop treatment. So we're going to add some shadows to make it more like it's got some depth to it. So there we go. None of this hard shadow business. We're going to have a nice, sexy, soft shadow. Bring the opacity down. 50 is good. So the whole thing's super subtle. What else are we doing, Dan? Are we going to do anything else? Do we do gradient? I mean, we could add highlights and shadows to the boxes themselves. That would be pretty delicious. So we'll sample the same gradient. We'll go 45. I mean, we could even do a bit of photo manipulation on the actual design itself, which would be kind of fun. So have some of the light from this spilling out, which would be nice. So you see here, we've just got the gradient there, so it's not flat anymore. We could add a bevel, or am I getting carried away? Oh, that could be nice as well. Look at that. Gives it a nice little highlight around the edge. Size. Something you can see. Smooth or... Ooh, not that. Soften. Not too much. Not like that. Like a subtle edge. Make it more pronounced. Adjust the angle to 45. Yeah. So the lighting here, we're being consistent as well. And then we'll get rid of the shadow. So we're just having a highlight and then it kind of gets darker in the corner anyway. Actually, let's make that a bit more subtle. Yeah. Copy and paste the layer style. And all of a sudden we go from just kind of flat black to having a bit of depth. I mean, look at that. Stands out way more. A bold Danner. Thanks, Racco. Can't she just be bold? No. I spent too long on their hair to just get rid of it. If someone needs a great logo, just make a bad one to piss Dan off. No, that's cheating. Well, just make it so terrible that my soul has to redesign it. A thief be there with his new startup, like, got him. I flipping got him. I don't know why. I feel like for this one, I kind of want to put the numbers up here. And we'll keep them orange because it's a dark example, so it's going to work. And I want to make them bigger as well. This is the problem I have. Sometimes when I like, oh, I've got my brand guidelines now. Let's make everything look the same. And you just make everything too consistent and it looks boring. So I definitely don't want to do that. So that would be number 1. Number 2. Let's see how that looks. Or oh. Actually, no, I was thinking of doing some crazy lighting thing, but it might be a bit too much. Let's find some space for the text boxes for the other ones first, Dan, before we go down that route. So that's the end.
This is the end.
Hold your breath and count to 10. Right. Where am I gonna put these? I have no space. Well, this is a slight pickle, isn't it? Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna have to change this. We're gonna have to go the photo manipulation process. We're gonna have to go 1 line, I think. Or 2, maybe 1. I don't know how else I'm gonna get the space for everything. It just doesn't fit. Or do I have it at the bottom? I'll move those up, maybe? Yeah, these two are the start and the end point are way too close together. So we're going to do that. Yeah. Move those up so they line up. This is fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. Words changing length is pretty minor. And this one here. Maybe I can make the description of this one quite short and squish it down a bit more. So brushes. Let's get the text in. Cut out Right. I think they're pretty much similar lengths, actually. Balance color. Shadows. And we got highlights. Brushes. Drawing things. Depth of field. Refining. And clarity and sharpen. I might mention camera raw filter in there actually as well. Right, drawing things. I can always reword this as well. Depth of field. Refining. Details. Final touches. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, it's not looking too bad. I got to figure out where the numbers are going, but I think style-wise it's looking pretty cool. I mean, we could... I don't know if this will look good or not. It might conflict. We could add a stroke on the inside with a... Make it like a bit like a photo. And then add the same drop shadow. We could add a blending mode to the frame. Could look cool. Yeah, let's try it. It might all get a bit much, and the corners aren't rounded. Maybe they should be. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about the stroke. I think, yeah, maybe the shadow looks good because it kind of lifts it off like everything else. Does it need it, though? I don't know, actually. We'll keep it like that for now. And yeah, got to get the numbers in there. I think the placement of the boxes is all right. I'm not going to faff around with that too much now because I'm going to reword it in my own way anyway, and then I'll make final changes based on that. What am I going to do? Oh, I feel like I want to do some sort of glass ball or something. But I don't know if that's just silly. Is there a space between cut and out? I actually don't know. I think you can have cut out and it's a cutout. So I think if you're actually cutting stuff, yeah, maybe cut out. Maybe you're right. Yeah, what can I do for this? Oh, we could do like a glass something. I don't know how it'll look. Oh, there used to be expand layer group. Oh, it's that one. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, it jumps to the layer when you select it. I've missed having that on. Right, how's this going to work? So, for some sort of glass effect, we're going to have to set that to 0. Go into the blending options, fill 0, stroke on. We'll go with 4. And we'll need a gradient. So to make a sort of glassy look, we're going to have white at both ends. And we can adjust the values of the opacity. Something like that. Let's turn that off for a second, actually. Yeah, so we'll bring that down. Then push the highlight up into this corner. And then if we turn on the stroke, we need a gradient for that as well. Something very similar. Same angle, 45. What's that?
What?
Sounds like Christmas over there.
The Christmas bell just fell off the tree. That was
Hmm?
weird.
Hey?
That was so weird.
What just happened?
The Christmas bell just randomly fell off the tree.
Oh no, there's a spirit nearby.
Oh,
Oh,
I think it was the cat. Weird.
we need the drop shadow as well. But maybe a different shadow. So it's like closer. So we're still thinking about compositing with shadows and lighting, even in the actual design of this thing itself. And this. And then what I'd probably do, before committing to the style, I'd make sure I'm 100% and I'll blur this behind. So where are we going to put this actually? Up there. With the number resting on the top? I don't know. I wonder if... You could make it look more radial. I quite like that. I mean, what we could do is we could take this layer. We'll add a Gaussian blur as a smart filter. So we'll go for 5. Ah, it's not blurring the whole thing, just the design. So then we make a selection of that, brush into the mask, and then invert it because it's the wrong way around. Oh no, that didn't. Yeah, why didn't that invert? Yeah, there we go. So maybe something like that, but blurring the box as well. We could go and change the blur. We could crank it up to like 8 as well. Just going to make everything easier to read. Yeah, we can tighten this up. Maybe even the spacing between the title and the description. Eight bit. 8 bits per channel. I think the short version to answer that question is it just gives you more color data. So if you're doing like high-end retouching, or especially if you have like a design with gradients and effects and all this stuff, and you start seeing banding, where you get the different bands and your gradient isn't smooth, switching to 16 bits a channel can sometimes just smooth all that out, because that color mode has more color data, so it can make the gradient smoother. But the downside is that things like, if you like filter gallery, that only works on 8-bit a channel. So for me personally, with a lot of what I do, I only really switch to 16 if I need to, if the image has banding or whatever. Which, when you're doing something like this photo manipulation, things can get pretty crazy, and you're layering in effects and colors and blending and gradients and lighting. And so if you do get problems, try switching to 16-bit, because it can sometimes just smooth out, no pun intended, any of those issues and gradients. I'm sure someone who's very technical could explain on a technical level between what the difference is between 8 and 6, but that's the real world difference that I kind of need to know when doing stuff. This is, it's set up for both. So it is on A4, but printing this, if you've got a good quality printer, you could print it out. It's not going to be very printer friendly. So I think probably more just viewing on your computer. And kind of like the other one, I'll probably make this available as like a free PDF download as well, or email it out to everyone. So if you're not on my mailing list, join it, because I will be sending this out once it's done. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I feel like it needs a bit more character and personality. At the minute, everything's just too clean. Yeah, so this is the Illustrator one. Also, some icons. It might need some icons. I'm going to try a slightly different style here, just for one, and see how it looks. So we'll get rid of the fill. We'll add a white stroke. Yeah, if I were to blur the image behind, that could look kind of cool. And is that arguably a bit more consistent with my style? Maybe. So let's try it for fun. All right. Brushy brush and invert. Yeah. So there we go. Just that makes sure that we have no readout issues with the text. You know, it's either blurred behind or... Oh, that's cool. 8-bit, 16.7 million, 16-bit, 281 trillion colors. Is that it? Only 281 trillion? That just melts my brain. It's too much information. Yeah. Oh, I think I need to have a play around. I think that's going to be... I think generally a lot of this is there. It's just going to be moving things around. Definitely need to get some icons in here for things. And maybe some... Oh, I don't know. Some pictures. Like for balanced exposure here. Just get like some adjustment layers in there. Like curves. Like have the icons for the adjustment layers. So if I go to this panel here, yeah, you've got these icons. So I don't know if something like that would be good. We need to get some more visual stuff in there. So I think actually tools as well. Yeah, so the brush tool, there needs to be a brush tool floating somewhere. I think I have a brush tool actually. Brush tool. No, what are we doing, Dan? I've got a file where I did all the icons for Illustrator. Somewhere. Because they share a brush tool. Yeah, there we go. Bosh. So this is cool. We can kind of get an icon in there and see how it looks. So we'll open it up. Go in here. We'll expand you because you're a symbol. Make this white. Brush, fill. Yeah. Save. Yeah. Oh, so maybe this is going to give a consistent size. In fact, let's... Oh my goodness, Photoshop's having a fit. It's starting to slow down. It's going to have a hissy fit in a minute and attack me. All right. So, yeah, I might need to do a little bit of icon illustrations, but that's fine. If it's all for the greater good, then so be it. Maybe we do the same blur thing with this icon as well. All right, let's pop that in there. Yeah, this would be nice. Yeah, because then I can pepper the icons around there. I could do adjustment layer icons and bits of the panel. I'm not sure about the drop shadow anymore, though. I mean, we could even see how it would look with a little brush. Oops. Do. There we go. brush. Yeah, so we've got loads of ways to like pepper in different illustrations and fun elements. I think it's just figuring out the style. Because we could go very linear, or we could do the same style like that, which is kind of consistent with the Photoshop UI a little bit. So, I don't know. And then it just layers it up, which is quite nice. Oh. I don't know. So, two different styles to play around with. Something else I could even do is for this one here. I'll probably have to do this right on top of everything else. Just to add the light spilling over onto the other stuff nearby. And let's give it some color. Whoa, what's going on with the panel? Yeah, that could be cool. Nice little touch, maybe for the end. We'll save that one just to get the lighting from the scene spilling out into the actual design itself. Oh, is the internet gone?
Is it?
Are we still? Has anyone been seeing any of that? I feel like the whole internet stream or something dropped out. Then
I think the stream's still going.
are we still? Are we,
The stream seems
are
fine.
we still going?
Yeah.
Hi, someone say something. did it, everything? No sound. Of course, there's no sound. Nothing happened. You can hear me, Andrea. Turn your volume up. That was I thought, oh, I've not checked chat in a while, so I just looked at the chat and the stream had just gone blank and it said the page cannot be displayed. I was like, oh, for God's sake, what have I done? What's YouTube done? I can hear you. Okay, Andrea, stop trolling me. It's not. Yeah, kick. I figured out how to time out now, so you are heading for a 60-second timeout, young lady, and I'm not afraid to do it.
Not to Andrea.
Actually, no. They sent me gifts. Andrea and Kay are in the safe bubble, the safe zone. You get like a grace period. If you send me presents, you get a grace period. Yes, you are. Yes, I am what? Oh, did I say something I've forgotten already? It's been a week. It's been very busy.
Dan,
Yeah.
you need to work out your vouchers. What do you want to use?
Okay, right. We're taking a timeout. I'm giving myself a timeout so I can show you. This is something my mum got me for my birthday yesterday. Apart from the t-shirt. What does the t-shirt say? I've actually forgotten. Hang on.
I've not actually seen that.
Yeah. I'm a multitasker. I can listen, ignore, and forget all at the same time. Thanks, Mum. Very true. It's not a cucumber. It's actually a yodeling pickle. And it has a button, and you can press the button. Now what I'm going to do is just pose. So if anyone wants to grab this as a screenshot and put it as a sticker. There we go. I'm sure it will make a good one. I'm gonna put it in my mouth then, but no, that's not being a sticker.
No,
Don't do that. Oh, good lord, that would be immortalized in the Discord forever. I would never be able to get rid of that one. Although I'm sure someone's going to Photoshop it anyway. So there we go. We have the pickle. Now I've also got a little man made of wood. With little, oh look, we can put, there you go, he can sit us right on the mic stand. Right, let's put his head on. If you've just tuned into the stream, I'm terribly sorry, you've come at the best worst time. Right, so there we go. And he's got a selection of little faces. So we should
Oh my god, that's so cute.
be able to stick his...
That is so cute.
Do you know, we could actually leave him... his little legs. We could leave him there for the entire stream. The problem is I will grab the mic and move it around and he will probably fall off and I'll film it. Hey, Nick, you know the rules. If you leave the room or the stream and then you come back, that's on you. You know, nobody knows what's going to happen. It's very cute, isn't it? He's adorable. And you've got different faces in the box. So if I'm feeling moody, I can put a moody face on. Or actually, maybe we could turn this one upside down. That looks worried. If things aren't going very well, that's what we're gonna do. So immediately, without saying anything, you'll know how I'm feeling, whether I'm happy or slightly scared. Right. So there's that. And Poppy custom made me some vouchers. Now she did these in Canva, which is very thoughtful.
Good old Canva.
But also that is a slight infraction, a felony, you might say. So we'll let it slide though, because it's a very thoughtful gift. And we've got these coupons. Poppy has made these herself. No one can see that because it's too dark. There we go. And they say things. Right, okay. So I can apparently, there's like, look at this. Look at it, all these coupons. They're all custom made with really cool illustrations. So this one here, yes only. Poppy's waving in the background. Where's the focus? Camera. Camera's not pulling focus because it's stupid. There we go. Okay. So, 3 hours where I can't say no to you. Anything you say, I can only say yes to. Minus murder, breaking the law, or hurting anyone. Obviously, just get the disclaimer in there. Not that I'm going to send you off to hunt someone down. Someone left a comment on one of my videos the other day. Find them. Hunt them down. What's that, Andrea? You pressed the dislike button. Well, unfortunately, that comes with consequences. Anyway, Indian head massage, pampering evening, cuddles, woodland adventure, crumble cuddles, all the babies. I give you all the babies, even a Korean baby if you like. Thanks, Pops. 200 nose strokes, a romantic dinner, breakfast in bed, movie. That is awful. There's even one here. There's something about Gertwings. There's one where it's basically I play that coupon and I get a Gertwings and Poppy pays for it. Please stop. That hurts my ears. So yeah, I'm going to save that card for some time when it's like, I need Gertwings. Andrea wants the crumble one. Yeah, I don't know. Can I gift the cards to someone else? So I could send Andrea the crumble one in the post and you will forever be entitled to cuddle our cat. I mean, you could do that anyway. You know, if you turn up at the front door and said, can I come in and cuddle Crumble? It'd be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll put the kettle on. What happened to your thumb, Dan? Oh, I've got a terrible habit of biting my fingers. So I put plasters on them.
He's basically a cannibal.
Yeah, I think it's when I drink too much coffee. I'm like, at the minute, I'm like quite sleep deprived and I'm jacked up on too much coffee, like all the time forever. And I've noticed that when I'm not like that and I'm sleeping better and I'm not drinking as much caffeine, I have a tendency to not do it as much. So, if you are a bit of a biter, nibbler, maybe try cutting the caffeine out because it's helped me. Hang on, can we get him in there? Hey, look, he's just peeping in the shot. Fantastic. Fantastic. Strategically skipping some, I see. Absolutely. There's some, this is family friendly show and there's some slightly less appropriate ones in there as well.
Moving on.
Moving on. Anyway. Oh, funny. Maybe next year I can make you cry. Let me collect the tears. Tears of Dansky. Going once. Going twice. Sold. How did you come into your fortune, Andrea? Well, I captured and sold the tears of a YouTuber. The tears of a ginger.
Oh my god, check the Discord.
No. Sold for $5. Come on, my tears are worth more than that. Oh, God. Thanks, Afif. Just, caption this. It's so funny. I mean, just imagine someone joins the stream and it's like, yodelay, and he's holding a pickle. 99 cents. Come on. That's brutal, that is. That's brutal even by your standards. Savage. That comment alone, I might just shed a single tear tonight as I slowly fall asleep. See, every time I write that, she puts flipping ha ha ha. Every time I write that I'm like sad or in pain or suffering, she laughs. Thank you, Eli. Holding a pickle makes a change for a cheeky sausage. I mean, sausages, pickle, there's definitely like a theme, isn't there? In terms of the shape, there's definitely a recurring... Anyway, so...
Eli's here.
Yes. You got the whole gang here. Although I don't know where Moosh is. Or Reese. Maybe they're hiding. Moosh, are you lurking? If you're lurking, we know you're there. Probably. Now you need to stop working and give us all attention. Anyway, actually, I think we're probably going to leave it there today because I need to eat something and my brain has become mush.
And we've got to take the boys to football.
And we've got to take the boys to football. Do I play the Goat Wings card?
Ooh.
I don't know if I could do it today,
No,
actually.
we've got to make our meals.
I would... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I would explode otherwise. But I do have birthday cake left, so I'm going to eat some more. Oh, right. Anyway, any questions on this lovely infographic before I shoot off? I'm probably going to carry on working on this and finish it up. I think it's just really kind of refining the style. So once you kind of get the style for one of the boxes, I think a lot of it will be kind of just propagate that to everything else and then just pepper in some stuff. I kind of want to turn this whole thing into something, I don't know. It's cool and it's clean, but I feel like it could be a bit better. Do you know, like a desk when you've got all these bits and pieces arranged? I don't know if that's too far removed, but just yeah, and then do some photo manipulation on the design itself. So I might have to do like a version 2 and try and just go a bit off the wall with it. lurking for a gherkin.
Oh my god.
RKE lurking for a gherkin. Oh, that's Somerset, for anyone who didn't know, or Bristolian. No. You are full of terrible but hilarious ideas today, Afif. Oh dear. Right. I'm going to mooch. Albus me babbers. I don't even know what that means. Babbers, I know that. Albus, is that? Oh, how are you? Albus. It's literally like another language. Albus me babbers. Hey Stephen, how are you then? Yeah, Kerry's here to translate. Okay, Albus me babbers. Oh, so funny. Love it. Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Affinity Day, logo design, 3 o'clock BST UK time. Get out.
No.
Please don't send me away. Trek way to speak Brizzle. Oh dear. It is an entirely different language in and of itself, isn't it? Right. If anyone wants to learn Photoshop or Illustrator with me and my face, and you can tolerate the sound of my voice, Dansky.com. I've got my courses on there. It's Black Friday. Black flipping. Black Friday. Black Friday. No, I'm not okay. I said I'm sleep deprived. I'm jacked up on caffeine. I'm hungry, and I clearly can't speak. What was I saying? Oh yeah, something about Black Friday. Anyway, 30% off for Black Friday, or I don't know, what is it? Yellow Wednesday, or Purple Thursday, or Black Week, or Black Month. I don't know, whatever this thing is. Cyber Sundays or something. Anyway, whatever. How to buy your course from Bangladesh? How to buy your course from Bangladesh? I'm sorry. Look, the quality of the course is considerably better than my ability to articulate myself right now.
A lot of it has been cut
I
out.
promise, yeah. Oh dear. Dansky.com. I'll stop using big words and lots of them. Dansky.com.
Worldwide.
Yeah. I think most of my students are from Bangladesh, actually. Saying that. There you go. Fun fact. Do you need a translation? No, I need a nap, Kerry. I need a sleep. I need a hot cup of cocoa and a belly rub. And someone to tell me it's all going to be okay. Too many waffles. Okay, those waffles. They disappeared like, boop, and they're gone. They were so good. Oh, they were so good. Little like waffle snacky biscuits, caramel. Oh my god, they're so good.
Pickle skis now a thing in the Discord.
Pickle ski. Next, Morgan Freeman. Oh my goodness, that's a compliment. Morgan Freeman. I can't do Morgan Freeman.
I bet you could.
I don't think so. Andy Dufresne. I think when you do like an accent, it's about getting the timing as well. Rather, it's not just the sound; it's like the pacing and the timing. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, Discord. Pickle ski. Flipping heck. Oh no. Yeah. I thought rather than try and fight it, I'm just going to pose for a second and give it to you, and then you can make it a sticker or whatever. How do you feel, Dan? I feel pickled. Right.
Left.
Up.
Down.
Yellow.
Blue.
Tractor.
Aeroplane.
Fish.
Sandpaper.
How did you get from fish to sandpaper? You see what I'm working with here? Word association. Fish. Sandpaper. Got it. Right. At least we know where we stand. Gert knackered me, babbas, tis. Oh, dear me. Right, this was fun. You're all lush. I'm going to go and eat some cake.
Some worst Gert wings right now.
Don't look up Gertwig's now. You just said we have to eat our Hello Fresh.
They've got a Christmas special.
Don't.
Oh.
She just said we have to eat the healthy Hello Fresh food.
Dad.
No. Where are they? No, they're not in Nelsey.
Wait. What day is it? Wait.
The 19th. Is it the 19th? The 19th.
Why have they got the 22nd? What day? Oh wait, 18th?
No,
19th.
Where are they?
They're in Bristol.
What do you mean their restaurant?
Swindon.
Swindon? I'm not going to Swindon for fried chicken. Sorry, 1 second. We've got some serious business to sort out.
Clifton.
When are you looking?
Every day.
No, today's the only day that matters.
Yeah.
She lifted
me
me
they've got the
up.
one in Bristol.
She crashed me down. Yeah, they do, but I don't think I can. I can't.
No.
I've eaten so much. Like I've survived the waffles. I've survived Kaya's caramel waffles and the pistachio coated dates covered in chocolate. I don't think I can eat a Gertwig's fried chicken tonight. I would explode.
I've been eating some of the strewy. The little like sprinkles.
Good. We'll eat some more. Yeah, maybe we should eat the not the Gertwig's.
Goodbye, fresh.
We probably should eat the Hello Fresh food, shouldn't we?
Funny.
Oh dear. Maybe we could get 2 Hello Fresh meals and combine them. Oh look, the legs are going. He's really happy. Look. Oh, they go. Yeah. Oh, you can't see it. Hang on. The legs are... I think as soon as I said Gertwig's, I just looked over and the legs are just like, hey, yes! Gertwig's, there we go. That's what it is. If Liam's watching, we're just joking.
Just joking.
Just a joke. Calm down. We're going to eat
Liam
salad.
was trying to get you sweets earlier.
Yeah, but it's my birthday.
Not anymore.
It is basically still my birthday in spirit. So, don't try and take this away from me. You stretch your birthday out for a whole flipping week most of the time.
For a month.
A month, yeah. Hey, Dan, you better get a Gert hum ding one for...
Harry's been on the beer again. On the cider.
She's not wrong either. You do look fatter, man.
Right now.
Oh, that is so funny. Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but you do look a bit rounder, Dan. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Flipping merciless, Raquel. When will Liam be on the stream again? I don't know, but if we could drag him on. We'll have to trick him.
We'll have a games night and we'll trick him and just do
A stream.
And then roll.
Directed to the point, absolutely.
Oh.
Dan, are you sure you want to have that fried chicken? Are you sure, Dan? Do you think you need it? You look like you don't. Oh.
Dan, how did you lose £100, Raquel?
Yeah, Raquel. Got absolutely savaged by Raquel. And that was the turning point in my life. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Very good. Well played. Right, I'm going now to have a good old cry and reevaluate my self-worth.
With Gertwig's.
With Gertwig's, yeah. I need comforting. I'm playing the Gertwig's card. There we go, Gertwig's. I've got my pickle. I've lost my other glasses. I can't see anything now. Everything's a blur. There we go. Oh. Sorry, I am for the truth. Dan, you goddamn fat.
Oh, Dan.
I am the truth and the light.
Dan.
No, you just mean. Hello.
Show the thing.
Oh, yeah. Raquel.
That's not working.
That's not Raquel. Kaya sent me the painting.
Oh, it's too dark.
I know. It's just the way it is. Oh, hang on. I'll bring it back. There you go.
Okay.
The Monster Ski painting.
He sent it.
And Andrea sent me some lovely words as well up there. I won't get the whole thing on stream just in case she doesn't want me to. But yeah, they both sent me some lovely presents, which was just amazing. Very heartwarming. Take note, Raquel. Kaya and Andrea sent me food. Raquel's like, you fat. Happy birthday. Oh, funny. Oh, I can. Okay. I will. You can. Oh, hang on. Let me change the camera. There you go. And that's just lovely.
That's lovely.
That sounded sarcastic. It was not meant to be. That's just my normal voice. Oh, so yeah, you can both have a heart. Raquel, you can. You get the finger.
So Raquel.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I got one more party popper.
That's true. You did give me a font. You did. I take it back. Stop setting the gas. Pop it off.
Another one.
I don't like loud noises. Oh no! Now she's gonna cut the finger out and Photoshop it and stick it up my nose or something.
Challenge.
Why did I have to go and stand up for myself? Oh dear. You should do that. Literally take both fingers and just Photoshop them up the nose. Oh dear. Right. I'm going to eat some birthday cake and there's nothing you can do to stop me, Raquel. Because you're in Portugal. It's going to turn up outside the front door. Give me that, boy. Give me that cake. You too round. Oh, funny. Anyway, like, we're going to go now. Love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow, actually. Unless I drown in a flood of my own tears. I guess we'll just have to wait and see now.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. Maybe.